Hi, this is Nick at Bandkind. Join me on this episode as we find out exclusive information about NASA, the guys from APOLLO LTD, Jordan and Adam. Join me, and they got some details.
I did.
We
You
took
know,
a
the
9-iron.
short game
A
was really
9-iron.
rough.
From 9-iron, we thought we were going to chip up onto the green. It was we were a bit short the first time, so the second round today, really cleaned up the score, and we hit the ball and scored the points in the goal units.
Goal units.
There was many goal units scored here.
Yes, we love sports ball.
Yes.
Sports ball.
Hitting
Go
it
sports.
against I'm here with Apollo LTD. They were on the stage first thing this morning. Thousands of people already. Could you guys believe it?
It was
First
awesome.
thing.
Yeah.
And how did you guys feel out there on stage?
It's great.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I mean, when the sun's out, it's a little warm, but that's okay.
Yes.
It's a little bit cooler than it was in August in Florida. So
Whoa.
We're fighting off the dad bod anyway. So like,
I
it's
need
like
to sweat out.
this is actually a part
This is
weight
good.
loss program for us. So
Yes.
really
Yeah.
good.
We intermittent fast, and then we go do a morning set at a festival, shed some water weight.
We have to weigh in at 3 o'clock.
That's right.
It's a
Hey.
rock and roll detox.
Which takes me to the album cover.
It's
Everything
beautiful.
is beautiful.
Nothing is ordinary. Everything is beautiful.
Yes.
Believe me, I've had to think about it in my head before
Yes.
on stage before I say it.
Yes.
So yeah, but that's
Oh, well, we are excited about your new project, and the cover of it is that same material
Yeah.
that you could. Is this part of the dad bod situation?
yes.
It's like one of those
Like running
sauna
in-
suits.
Yes,
Right?
right.
It's like
Yes.
A
No.
sealed sauna suit.
Yeah, so it's the front cover. It's the emergency blanket foil
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
right. I feel like right when now came out.
Yes. Exclamation point. Really
Yes.
emphasize
Yes.
the
I know.
nowness.
Yeah. At
Totally.
that point, you started introducing the emergency blanket.
Yep.
We've always had a fascination with space. That's where the band name comes from.
Yeah.
And it was funny when we were doing the art for all of this last album cycle. We literally bought the what do they call it? It's like
It's
the
the
handbook,
design manual.
the design manual for NASA.
Really?
From the 60s? From the early 60s? I
It's
think?
been
The
around
original
for-
printing?
The original, and it's and so literally all the font, all the layout, all the images, every image that we use is original from that era.
So like back then,
Wow.
the designers, which is amazing, like if there was a letterhead coming from NASA,
Yes.
the designer said it needs to be this spacing, using this line here, like literally down to those details.
Scientific.
It's very scientific. So it's
Yeah.
like every little piece of anything that went out with the NASA logo on it had dimensions it had to meet in like specific design.
Wow.
And we used, little known fact, we used all that when we made our record and our
Every
website.
T-shirt,
like,
Yes.
everything.
It's all there. So it's kinda
Yeah.
cool.
You guys do have the lines and the configurations
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah.
Whose family did that come from? The NASA.
Mine.
Yours.
Yeah. So my uncle, my sister's brother, was an astronaut in the '90s.
Wow.
So he went up. His first flight was in '91, and then he went up like I was young, like maybe a half a dozen times, or maybe a little bit more. Stopped flying about '97.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What do you think about how much space travel has sped up in the last year
It's
since we've been?
exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, I think it's exciting.
Really?
I-
Why? You want to go?
I would totally go.
You would?
Oh, I would absolutely. I asked my wife. I was like, "Hey, if we had an opportunity
And a
To
spare
play.
and a spare
and
$300,000.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
let's just say it was paid for.
Yeah.
We would totally go. Absolutely.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So fun. I mean, technically, we're all kind of in space right now.
That's true.
It's true. Just-
We're getting all kinds of meta in
Yeah.
this interview.
Yeah,
But I will say,
yeah,
I
right.
wore this hat down in Orlando. We
Oh,
did
no.
a show in Orlando.
Yeah.
And I was wearing this hat. And I was walking through a hotel, and the guy comes up to me, stops me, he goes, "You work for NASA?" And I was like, "That's
Almost.
funny. That's funny." No, I don't. He's like, "Oh no, I work for NASA." And I was like, "Wait, what?" Like, this guy is like on the engineering team that is sending us back to the moon. And
Apparently that's happening.
So that's happening in the next,
That's
like,
real exclusive information.
yeah, we're going back to the moon. Or for some of you,
I love it.
And so you've obviously kept up with him.
well, I didn't know. It was kind of in passing, you know.
yes.
But I did think it was super cool. I was like,
Yeah,
seriously,
definitely.
you're like on the team that's like figuring out how how to do that again.
That's amazing.
right.
Did you tell him about the band?
I did.
Good.
I did, and I gave him a quick, it was a
Adam
couple
had to
minutes.
go, I'm not an astronaut. I'm in a band.
My buddy's
The
got
next
an uncle
logical.
who was once an astronaut that did go. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a long
right,
story.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you guys are fantastic. One thing I love about you is you kind of were bubbling under in our industry for a long time, but you guys were hitting the road for a long old time before it broke in a good way, right?
Yeah.
And so, what do you miss about the old way?
The early days.
The early days.
Ooh, what do we miss?
What do you miss?
There's a lot that we don't miss. I'll say that.
I miss having. I miss the youth and not being like sore from sleeping on the couch. like being young, it's like the road was nothing when you're young. Now we're getting older. Wake up like, dude, I think I like broke my hip last night. sleeping.
Yeah, it's true. Back in the days, when you're 20, 19, 20 years old, you could literally find a soft patch of grass
Yes.
Yeah.
somewhere.
Like, I
and-
just
and
need like 30 minutes and then I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, you get 2 hours of sleep and you're good to go.
It's true.
It's a little different for us now.
We need our 8 hours.
Yeah.
Jordan,
but right
Jordan
now,
sleeps
both
with an
of
eye
you,
mask.
I do.
no
I do.
doubt, lavender, a little lavender in it too.
Earplugs,
Oh, what?
eye mask.
He's for real.
Yes.
I don't mess
Are you
around.
getting up with the kids at night?
Well,
Oh, you're doing that on the
he-
road. So you
No,
snore.
on the road.
On the road.
Good deduction right there. Yes.
Yes.
I snore, so he wears earplugs.
Yes. All the above.
Yes.
But yeah, I do. I have my own method. It works for me. Okay. It helps me get quality REM sleep.
Yes.
And I need that.
Yeah.
I operate on a high RPM. Okay.
Yeah.
So like when I'm going hard. I'm going strong. But
Yes.
then when I crash,
Yes.
I'm dead to the world.
I hear
We
that.
both have kids too.
I know.
So when we're away from home,
Yes. Yeah.
we cherish
I
those
know.
nights.
That is
It's
that
a
is
really,
pro.
really tough. I do remember that, like all out.
No, I'm kidding.
Actually, he just brought up a good point. So, normal people sometimes process their work for the day before they sleep. So, what do you guys do when you're headed towards that, like, crunch time?
You could probably answer.
Sorry, we're headed towards crunch time for what?
Sleeping.
Sleeping crunch
Yes,
time.
and
Like
you know,
wind
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yes, you got to make it happen.
Jordan, I'll answer for Jordan.
He
So
said-
this is
'Cause
how
he makes
long,
fun of
This
me.
is how long we've known each other. Jordan, earplugs, eye mask, turns on his phone and has to have The Office playing on his phone. And he has, and so he has like his Bluetooth earbuds in first, and he
I
falls
put one
asleep
Bluetooth earbud in.
with
So
The
it's-
Office
I can do this.
lulling him to sleep in the background. It's like his comfort show. It makes him feel safe and warm.
Oh my
It is The
goodness.
Office. I don't watch The Office. I
Right.
just listen.
You fall asleep to it. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
For me, I literally open up my notes app on my phone, and I'm usually thinking about tomorrow,
Yes.
and I just list out my process for tomorrow. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna do this.
Yes.
If I find
And in the morning, you just throw it away because you know that it's not going to happen.
Well, yes. But I do find if I can at least get the thoughts out of my head,
Yes.
it allows me to relax.
Yes.
But if they just keep swirling,
Yes.
I'm wound up. So I write them down and then I listen.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Well, this has been quite an interesting time. We're live here,
Yeah, I don't know if you can
and
hear.
we're rocking. I know you can. I see it on the DB.
Yep.
So, thank you all for watching. We'll have these guys back again, right?
Oh yeah.
All right,
Absolutely.
let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Apollo
See you guys.
LTD. Check them out at weareapolloltd.com. Go to their merch store.
I said, no, every little thing, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be a good day.